My name's Cogneato, and you're watching A Study in Magic. The cornerstone of My Little Pony unicorn culture is levitation, or perhaps telekinesis. Every unicorn knows a spell, and it allows them to pick up and manipulate any kind of object, ranging from a spool of thread to large boulders. So, what is levitation and what is it all about? Levitation occurs when the unicorn wills it. Their horn glows, and a matching glow appears around the object or objects they are levitating. The spell is taken for granted among unicorns, as even 1-month-old pumpkin cake is able to hold up several toys without difficulty. Based on her apparent physical maturity, it seems that levitation is akin to a child being able to hold several toys in their arms at once. This spell borders on innate, as Pumpkin's parents are earth ponies, so Pumpkin isn't constantly exposed to levitation, as she would have been with unicorn parents, but it's still possible that Pumpkin recognized other unicorn spells and was able to mimic their abilities. In Twilight Time, we see our first glimpse of the difficulty of learning levitation. Despite being years older than Pumpkin Cake, Sweetie Belle is shown having a difficult time lifting and manipulating a broom. She even remarks on how heavy it is, telling us that levitation strength is comparable to a muscle, and feels like lifting something heavy with her hooves or mouth. This limitation in strength is also demonstrated in the mysterious Mayor Do-Well when Amethyst Star struggles to open a jar of peanut butter. However, in Ghostbusters, Twilight Sparkle is shown lifting the huge Ursa Minor, as well as bringing the water tower over to be used as a bottle of milk. The process is obviously taxing on her, showing us that she has a very strong magic muscle, even if it is difficult to use. In addition to strength, there's an element of coordination that comes with lifting objects. Trixie's rope trick was met with astonishment, telling us that making a rope dance smoothly like a snake must require an impressive amount of coordination, and is probably as difficult as juggling for an earth pony. Another aspect of coordination is the number of objects that can be manipulated at a time. Rarity regularly holds 5 or 6 objects at once, but still only manipulates 1 at a time, or 2 if she's in the zone. Twilight Sparkle, on the other hand, regularly manipulates a large number of objects at once, picking an entire orchard of apples, or repairing an actively gushing dam. On reshelving day, she pulls all of the books from the shelves at once, and makes them dance around in the air. In all cases, though, surprisingly Caster causes her to drop everything. We've seen it happen more often when they're holding many things up at once. This leads us to believe that the more objects that are held and manipulated, the more one must concentrate on the spell. In most cases, entire objects are enveloped with the magical power, much like one might hold something in a clear plastic bag. However, Twilight demonstrates a different kind of manipulation when she stops Rainbow Dash in Lesson 0 by holding on to just her tail. I believe that this is an advanced form of levitation and does not come naturally. If this partial manipulation were commonplace, unicorn foals would be constantly destroying everything around them, as they accidentally grabbed only part of something. Therefore, the enveloping method of levitation must be easier and more natural. There is still unanswered questions to levitation, though. In several instances, Twilight Sparkle used her magic to directly manipulate her friends. Was that advanced levitation, or did Twilight have something special for that? We also don't know how far away the spell can be cast. Twilight manages to keep a grip on the Ursa all the way to the Everfree Forest. Can she start levitating anything at that distance, or does it have to start when it's nearby? If she can cast it at a distance, that implies that raising the sun and the moon is, in fact, the same spell. It's just that the sun and the moon are heavy and far away. It'd probably take like 4 unicorns to move. Finally, how the heck can Pumpkin Cake levitate like that? It could be that all unicorn foals are light enough to pull themselves up, but wouldn't Twilight have used that in the numerous occasions she fell? Maybe Pumpkin is just gifted. Wrapping this up, levitation is an innate spell that all unicorns know. Most unicorns can levitate many objects at once, but can only manipulate a few at a time. The heavier the object, the more difficult it is to lift, and partial manipulation of only parts of an object requires practice and is generally very rare. My name's Cogneato, and thank you for watching.